Jealousy used to be simple. Someone had more food, more land, more safety. You wanted what they had because it actually meant survival. But somewhere along the way, something broke. Today, people don't get jealous over things that improve their lives. They get jealous over things that don't even matter. A better seat, a faster reply, a badge next to a name, a stranger's vacation photo, a coworker leaving 5 minutes early. Why does that sting? Why does it feel personal? And why does it feel unfair even when nothing was taken from you? Why does seeing someone else get attention feel like losing something yourself? Why does someone else's convenience feel like an insult? Why does someone else's freedom feel like a threat? Here's the uncomfortable part. Most modern jealousy isn't about wanting more. It's about fearing you're worth less. Not in reality, but inside a system that never clearly explains how value is measured. We live inside invisible scoreboards, likes, status labels, perks, access, recognition, tiny signals that whisper who matters and who doesn't. And when someone else gets one you didn't, your brain doesn't ask if it's useful. It asks if you've just fallen behind. That's why people end friendships over nothing, start silent wars at work, spiral over symbols that disappear the moment you look away. It's not petty, it's engineered. Low-key brutal, actually. Today, we're opening a file on the dumbest things people have ever gotten jealous about. Not to laugh at them, but to understand why they felt real enough to hurt. Because once you see the pattern, you realize jealousy isn't a personal flaw. It's a predictable reaction to a system that thrives on comparison. Fasten your seatbelts. Logic is about to die a spectacular death. 1. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's phone charger and how often she borrowed his. They lived together and shared most things. She often used his charger because hers was slower. At first, he joked about it. Then he started keeping track of how often she plugged her phone into his charger. He complained that she was draining his battery life indirectly. He said she relied on his things too much. He accused her of being careless and entitled. He began unplugging her phone when she used his charger without asking. He'd hide the charger in drawers. He'd take it to work so she couldn't use it. He started arguments about electricity usage. He claimed she was wasting power. He said she didn't respect his belongings. When she bought him a new charger to solve the issue, he said that wasn't the point. He said it was about boundaries. He demanded she stop using any of his things. He labeled the charger his personal property. He accused her of crossing lines by borrowing it. The situation escalated when he locked his charger in a safe. She laughed, thinking he was joking. He wasn't. He accused her of mocking his boundaries. He said if she respected him, she'd buy multiple chargers and never touch his. She said the argument was ridiculous. He accused her of gaslighting him. She ended the relationship after he unplugged her phone during an emergency call. Friends sided with her immediately. He told people she broke up with him over a charger. Everyone pointed out he was the one obsessed with it. He struggled to date after admitting he'd locked a phone charger in a safe. The stupidity was being jealous of a phone charger, treating shared electricity like betrayal, escalating minor inconveniences into control issues, locking up basic household items, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by a charging cable. 2. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's noise-canceling headphones. He used them to focus while working from home. She initially thought they were useful. Then she started complaining that he wore them too often. She said the headphones shut her out. She accused him of ignoring her on purpose. She'd talk to him while he wore them and get angry when he didn't hear her. She said he was choosing silence over her. She demanded he only use them when she wasn't home. She said if he needed headphones, something was wrong with the relationship. She accused him of hiding behind them. She'd remove them from his head mid-work and start arguments. She said real partners don't need noise-canceling headphones. She escalated by unplugging his computer when he wore them. She said if he could block out noise, he could block out her feelings. She hid the headphones repeatedly. She accused him of loving them more than her. She gave him an ultimatum: stop using the headphones or they were done. He refused because they helped him work. She snapped them in half during an argument. He ended the relationship immediately. She told friends he chose headphones over her. Friends pointed out she destroyed his property and acted irrationally. She remained convinced headphones were the problem. The stupidity was being jealous of noise-canceling headphones, competing with silence for attention, sabotaging someone's work tools, breaking property during arguments, and ending a relationship because you felt threatened by a pair of headphones. 3. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's morning routine and the time she spent getting ready. She liked waking up early, showering, doing skincare, and having coffee alone. He initially found it cute. Then he started complaining that she spent too much time on herself. He said her routine was selfish. He accused her of caring more about her appearance than him. He began timing her mornings. He said 30 minutes was excessive. He complained when she woke up earlier than him. He accused her of avoiding him. He demanded she shorten her routine. He said if she loved him, she'd spend that time talking to him instead. She explained it helped her mental health. He said mental health was an excuse. He started interrupting her routine. He'd knock on the bathroom door repeatedly. He'd turn off the lights. He'd complain loudly while she got ready. He accused her of being obsessed with herself. The breaking point came when he threw away her skincare products, calling them unnecessary. She was furious. She ended the relationship immediately. He told people she chose skincare over him. Everyone sided with her. People said being jealous of a morning routine was unhinged. The stupidity was being jealous of a morning routine, resenting someone taking care of themselves, interrupting personal time out of insecurity, destroying personal belongings, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by self-care. 4. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's group chat with his friends. He had a long-running group chat with childhood friends. They talked daily about random topics. She initially didn't care. Then she started asking what they talked about. She complained when he laughed at his phone. She accused the group chat of being more important than her. She demanded to read the messages. He refused. She said refusing meant he was hiding something. She accused his friends of influencing him against her. She complained whenever he replied to messages quickly. She said he gave them more attention than her. She escalated by muting the chat on his phone without telling him. She deleted messages. She accused his friends of being immature and said grown men shouldn't have group chats. She gave him an ultimatum: leave the group chat or end the relationship. He refused. He ended the relationship instead. She told people he chose his friends over her. Everyone agreed he made the right choice. She became known as the person jealous of a group chat. Dating became difficult after she admitted this. The stupidity was being jealous of a group chat, trying to control someone's friendships, deleting messages without permission, giving ultimatums over harmless communication, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by text messages. 5. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's sleep schedule and how early she went to bed. She liked going to sleep early to feel rested. He stayed up late. At first, he teased her about it. Then he became resentful. He said she was boring. He accused her of avoiding him by sleeping early. He demanded she stay up later. He complained when she went to bed before him. He said couples should sleep at the same time. He accused her of choosing sleep over the relationship. He started arguments every night. He escalated by turning on lights when she tried to sleep. He played loud music. He said if he couldn't sleep, neither could she. He accused her of prioritizing rest over intimacy. She explained sleep was necessary. He said she was being dramatic. She ended the relationship after weeks of sleep deprivation. He told people she broke up with him because she liked sleep too much. Everyone pointed out he'd sabotaged her health. He couldn't understand why people sided against him. The stupidity was being jealous of sleep, sabotaging someone's rest out of insecurity, treating basic health needs as rejection, intentionally depriving someone of rest, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by bedtime. 6. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's weather app and how often he checked it. He liked knowing the forecast before planning his day. She initially ignored it. Then she started commenting every time he opened the app. She said he trusted the weather app more than her opinions. She complained that he checked it before deciding what to wear or where to go. She accused him of being obsessed with data. She became irritated when he changed plans because rain was predicted. She said he was letting an app control his life. She accused the app of ruining spontaneity. She demanded he stop checking the weather and just live. She got angry when he brought an umbrella. She said carrying one meant he expected the day to be bad. She escalated by deleting the app from his phone. He reinstalled it. She deleted it again. She said if he needed a weather app, something was wrong with him. She accused him of choosing forecasts over her feelings. She started arguments before trips whenever he checked the forecast. He eventually told her to stop. She refused. She said the app was a symbol of his lack of trust in her judgment. He ended the relationship. He told friends she'd been jealous of a weather app. Everyone laughed. She complained online that technology ruined romance. Nobody agreed. The stupidity was being jealous of a weather app, treating forecasts as emotional betrayal, deleting someone's apps to feel important, resenting basic planning, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by rain predictions. 7. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's reusable water bottle and how often she carried it. She carried it everywhere to stay hydrated. He initially joked about it. Then he started complaining she was obsessed with it. He said she paid more attention to the bottle than to him. He accused her of showing off. He complained when she refilled it. He said stopping for water wasted time. He accused her of prioritizing hydration over conversations. He mocked her for caring about health. He said people didn't need that much water. He escalated by hiding the bottle before dates. He said if she really cared about him, she wouldn't need it. He complained when she brought it into restaurants. He accused her of embarrassing him. He threw it away during an argument, calling it unnecessary. She immediately ended the relationship. She told people he'd been jealous of a water bottle. Everyone sided with her. He said it was never about the bottle. Nobody believed him. The stupidity was being jealous of a water bottle, competing with hydration for attention, mocking healthy habits, throwing away personal property, and ending a relationship because you felt threatened by someone drinking water. 8. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's grocery list and how organized it was. He liked planning meals and writing lists. She initially didn't care. Then she started criticizing the list. She said it was controlling. She accused him of being rigid. She complained when he followed the list exactly. She said spontaneity mattered more. She accused the list of dictating their meals. She said he cared more about organization than her cravings. She escalated by deliberately buying items not on the list. She hid the list before grocery trips. She accused him of treating life like a spreadsheet. She said if he loved her, he'd stop planning so much. After repeated arguments, he ended the relationship. He explained he didn't want to fight over groceries forever. She told people he chose a list over her. Friends said she'd been jealous of a piece of paper. The stupidity was being jealous of a grocery list, turning organization into emotional competition, sabotaging basic planning, fighting over food shopping, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by a list. 9. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's podcasts and the time she spent listening to them. She listened to podcasts while commuting and doing chores. He initially ignored it. Then he started asking what she was listening to. He complained when she wore earbuds. He said podcasts replaced conversations. He accused the hosts of influencing her. He said she cared more about strangers' voices than him. He demanded she stop listening when they were together. He accused her of tuning him out. He escalated by pulling earbuds out of her ears. He deleted podcast apps from her phone. He said if she loved him, she'd only listen to him. She said that was unreasonable. She broke up with him. She told friends he'd been jealous of podcasts. Everyone agreed that was absurd. He insisted podcasts were destroying relationships. Nobody supported him. The stupidity was being jealous of podcasts, competing with audio content for attention, deleting apps to feel relevant, interrupting harmless habits, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by people talking through earbuds. 10. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's comfortable office chair. He bought an ergonomic chair for working from home. She initially thought it was nice. Then she started complaining about how much time he spent sitting in it. She said the chair made him lazy. She accused the chair of being more important than her. She complained when he worked comfortably. She said he should work at the kitchen table instead. She mocked the chair as excessive. She escalated by lowering the chair settings and loosening screws. She said discomfort would make him more present. When the chair broke, she admitted she'd messed with it. She said it was for his own good. He ended the relationship immediately. He told friends she'd been jealous of an office chair. Everyone thought it was ridiculous. She claimed she just wanted him to work less. Nobody believed her. The stupidity was being jealous of an office chair, sabotaging someone's work setup, equating comfort with neglect, damaging property out of insecurity, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by furniture. 11. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's planner and how much she relied on it. She used a daily planner to organize work, appointments, and personal goals. He initially thought she was responsible. Then he started complaining that everything had to be written down. He said she cared more about the planner than him. He accused her of scheduling emotions. He complained when she checked the planner before agreeing to plans. He said spontaneity was dead. He accused her of treating their relationship like a task. He mocked her for color-coding pages. He said writing things down meant she didn't care enough to remember them naturally. He escalated by scribbling notes in her planner as jokes. He crossed out appointments. He hid it before important meetings. He said if she really loved him, she wouldn't need to plan her life. She asked him to stop. He refused. The final straw came when he threw the planner away during an argument. She ended the relationship immediately. He told people she broke up with him over a notebook. Everyone agreed it wasn't about the notebook. The stupidity was being jealous of a planner, resenting organization, sabotaging someone's schedule, destroying personal property, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by written plans. 12. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's cooking skills and the praise he received for them. He enjoyed cooking and often made meals for friends. People complimented his food. She initially supported him. Then she started making comments about him showing off. She said he liked the attention too much. She complained when guests praised his cooking. She accused him of flirting through food. She said he cared more about compliments than about her. She started criticizing his dishes loudly. She said anyone could cook. She escalated by interrupting him while he cooked. She added ingredients without asking. She intentionally oversalted dishes. She said she was helping. When people stopped complimenting the food, she seemed satisfied. He confronted her. She admitted she didn't like him getting attention. He ended the relationship. She told people he chose cooking over her. Friends sided with him immediately. The stupidity was being jealous of cooking skills, sabotaging meals out of insecurity, resenting harmless praise, interfering to feel relevant, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by compliments over food. 13. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's language learning app. She was learning a new language for personal growth. He initially encouraged it. Then he complained about how often she practiced. He said she paid more attention to the app than him. He accused the app of changing her personality. He said learning another language made her distant. He complained when she practiced vocabulary instead of watching TV with him. He accused her of trying to impress other people. He escalated by deleting lessons mid-progress. He changed app settings. He mocked her pronunciation. He said if she loved him, she wouldn't need self-improvement projects. She ended the relationship after he deleted months of progress. He told people she chose an app over him. Everyone said he sabotaged her growth. The stupidity was being jealous of a language app, resenting self-improvement, deleting progress to feel important, mocking personal growth, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by learning something new. 14. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's morning gym routine. He went to the gym early before work. She initially said it was healthy. Then she started complaining about how early he woke up. She said the gym mattered more than her. She accused him of going to look at other women. She demanded he work out at home instead. She complained when he came back energized. She said his motivation was annoying. She escalated by setting alarms to wake him up earlier than necessary. She hid gym clothes. She scheduled arguments right before workouts. She accused him of choosing weights over the relationship. He eventually stopped arguing and ended the relationship. She told people he loved the gym more than her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of exercise. The stupidity was being jealous of a gym routine, sexualizing exercise, sabotaging healthy habits, starting fights to prevent workouts, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by fitness. 15. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's handwriting and how neat it was. She had neat, elegant handwriting. People often complimented it. He initially laughed it off. Then he started making comments about her showing off. He said she wrote too carefully. He complained when others noticed her notes. He accused her of trying to seem superior. He said handwriting didn't matter. He mocked her for practicing calligraphy. He escalated by scribbling over her notes as jokes. He ruined handwritten cards she made. He said if she really cared about him, she wouldn't care how things looked on paper. She broke up with him after he destroyed a handwritten gift she'd made. He told people she chose handwriting over him. Everyone said being jealous of penmanship was absurd. The stupidity was being jealous of handwriting, resenting harmless talent, destroying personal creations, mocking skills out of insecurity, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by neat pen strokes. 16. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of listening to white noise to sleep. He used white noise to fall asleep faster. She initially tolerated it. Then she started complaining that the sound annoyed her. She said it blocked intimacy. She accused him of using noise to avoid talking to her at night. She demanded he sleep without it. He explained it helped his insomnia. She said needing white noise meant something was wrong with him. She accused the sound machine of replacing her presence. She started turning it off after he fell asleep. She escalated by hiding the machine. She unplugged it nightly. She accused him of choosing static over her voice. When he bought a new one, she threw it away. He ended the relationship after weeks of sleepless nights. He told friends she'd been jealous of white noise. Everyone agreed it was irrational. She insisted she just wanted silence. Nobody believed her. The stupidity was being jealous of white noise, sabotaging someone's sleep aid, treating insomnia support as rejection, destroying property, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by background sound. 17. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's commute routine and the podcast she listened to every morning. She listened to the same podcast on her drive to work. He initially ignored it. Then he started asking what was so interesting about it. He complained when she talked about the host. He accused her of caring more about a stranger's voice than him. He demanded she stop listening during her commute. He said mornings should be for thinking about him. He accused the podcast of influencing her opinions. He said it was changing her. He escalated by turning off the car audio remotely when riding with her. He deleted podcast episodes from her phone. He said if she loved him, she wouldn't need outside voices. She ended the relationship. She told people he'd been jealous of a podcast host. Everyone thought it was absurd. He claimed podcasts ruin relationships. Nobody supported him. The stupidity was being jealous of a commute podcast, competing with morning routines, deleting harmless content, controlling how someone spends drive time, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by audio during traffic. 18. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's beard and the compliments it received. He grew a beard, and people complimented it. She initially said it looked good. Then she started making comments about strangers noticing him. She accused him of enjoying the attention too much. She complained when people mentioned the beard. She accused him of growing it for validation. She demanded he shave it. She said facial hair was changing him. She escalated by hiding his razor so he couldn't groom it properly. She tugged at it during arguments. She threatened to shave it while he slept. He refused to shave and ended the relationship. She told people he chose his beard over her. Friends said she'd been jealous of facial hair. The stupidity was being jealous of a beard, resenting harmless compliments, threatening bodily autonomy, trying to control appearance, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by facial hair. 19. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of journaling gratitude every night. She wrote down things she was grateful for before bed. He initially thought it was positive. Then he complained she spent too much time writing. He said she cared more about the journal than him. He demanded to read what she wrote. She refused. He accused her of hiding things. He said gratitude lists should include him every time. He escalated by reading the journal without permission. He got angry when some entries didn't mention him. He accused her of being ungrateful. She ended the relationship after the privacy violation. He told people she chose a notebook over him. Everyone said he'd crossed a line. The stupidity was being jealous of a gratitude journal, violating privacy, demanding constant validation, reading private writing, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by someone reflecting quietly. 20. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's favorite mug and the fact that he used it every morning. He had a mug he liked using for coffee. She initially teased him about it. Then she complained he always chose the same mug. She said it meant more to him than she did. She accused the mug of being a comfort object replacing her. She complained when he washed it carefully. She said he treated it better than her belongings. She escalated by hiding the mug. She chipped it accidentally. She eventually threw it away during an argument. He was furious and ended the relationship. He told friends she'd been jealous of a mug. Everyone laughed in disbelief. She said it was just a cup. Nobody agreed. The stupidity was being jealous of a coffee mug, competing with everyday comfort objects, destroying sentimental items, escalating minor annoyances into control, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by ceramic. 21. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of taking long showers. She liked taking long, hot showers to relax. He initially joked about the water bill. Then he started timing her showers. He complained that she spent too long alone in the bathroom. He accused her of avoiding him. He said long showers were selfish. He demanded she shorten them. He knocked on the door repeatedly. He turned off the hot water mid-shower. He accused her of choosing comfort over him. He said couples shouldn't need that much private time. He escalated by removing the shower head and installing a low-flow one without telling her. He monitored the water meter. He started arguments every time she showered longer than 10 minutes. She ended the relationship after he shut off the water while she was washing her hair. He told people she broke up with him over showers. Everyone pointed out he'd been jealous of hot water. The stupidity was being jealous of showers, policing someone's personal hygiene, controlling water usage out of insecurity, sabotaging basic comfort, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by privacy in the bathroom. 22. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's plant watering schedule. He had a few houseplants he cared for weekly. She initially didn't care. Then she complained about how much attention he gave them. She said he talked to the plants more than to her. She accused the plants of being emotional competition. She mocked him for caring about greenery. She complained whenever he checked soil moisture. She said plants shouldn't need that much care. She escalated by watering them incorrectly when he wasn't home. She overwatered them on purpose. She said if the plants died, he'd stop caring about them. When several plants wilted, he realized what she'd done. He ended the relationship immediately. She told people he chose plants over her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of houseplants. The stupidity was being jealous of plants, sabotaging living things out of insecurity, competing with greenery for attention, killing plants to prove a point, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by leaves. 23. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's favorite blanket. She had a blanket she liked using on the couch. He initially teased her about it. Then he complained she always chose the blanket over sitting close to him. He accused the blanket of replacing affection. He said she was emotionally attached to fabric. He complained when she wrapped herself in it instead of cuddling. He escalated by hiding the blanket. He spilled drinks on it accidentally. He threw it away during an argument, saying she'd get over it. She broke up with him immediately. He told people she chose a blanket over him. Everyone said being jealous of fabric was absurd. The stupidity was being jealous of a blanket, competing with comfort objects for affection, destroying sentimental items, escalating insecurity into sabotage, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by fleece. 24. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of organizing his email inbox. He liked keeping his inbox clean. She initially didn't notice. Then she complained that he checked emails too often. She accused him of caring more about messages than about her. She demanded he stop organizing emails around her. She accused him of being obsessed with 0 unread notifications. She mocked him for deleting spam. She escalated by sending herself emails from his phone to test him. She accused him of responding faster to emails than to her texts. She started arguments over notification sounds. He ended the relationship. She told people he chose emails over her. Friends said she'd been jealous of an inbox. The stupidity was being jealous of email organization, turning productivity into emotional competition, creating tests to feel important, resenting efficiency, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by unread messages. 25. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of stretching every morning. She stretched to loosen up before work. He initially ignored it. Then he complained she spent too much time on the floor stretching. He said it looked unnecessary. He accused her of enjoying it too much. He complained when she felt better afterward. He said she should stretch less and talk to him more. He escalated by interrupting her stretches. He mocked the movements. He said if she loved him, she wouldn't need routines. She ended the relationship after he deliberately stepped on her yoga mat. He told people she chose stretching over him. Everyone said he'd been jealous of flexibility. The stupidity was being jealous of stretching, sabotaging someone's health routine, mocking basic mobility, turning self-care into competition, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by flexibility. 26. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of listening to audiobooks while doing chores. He listened to audiobooks while cleaning and cooking. She initially didn't mind. Then she started complaining that he always had something in his ears. She said he was mentally elsewhere. She accused him of preferring stories to conversations with her. She demanded he only listen when she wasn't home. She said audiobooks killed connection. She accused the narrators of becoming more important than her. She complained whenever he put earbuds in to do dishes. She escalated by pausing his audiobooks mid-chapter. She deleted downloaded titles. She accused him of choosing fictional voices over her feelings. She started arguments whenever he cleaned with headphones. He ended the relationship after she deleted an entire audiobook series he'd paid for. She told people he chose audiobooks over her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of someone reading aloud through speakers. The stupidity was being jealous of audiobooks, competing with background listening for attention, deleting paid content out of insecurity, resenting productivity habits, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by narrated stories. 27. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's reusable shopping bags. She brought reusable bags to stores. He initially teased her about being environmentally conscious. Then he complained she always remembered the bags instead of things he mentioned. He accused the bags of being a bigger priority than him. He mocked her for folding them neatly. He complained when she went back to the car to get them. He escalated by hiding the bags. He threw some away, saying plastic bags were easier. He accused her of trying to look virtuous. She ended the relationship after discovering he'd thrown them out. He told people she broke up with him over bags. Everyone pointed out he'd been jealous of canvas totes. The stupidity was being jealous of reusable bags, resenting small, eco-friendly habits, throwing away shared property, mocking responsibility, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by grocery totes. 28. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's morning alarm sound. He used a gentle alarm to wake up calmly. She initially ignored it. Then she complained the sound annoyed her. She said it felt like competition for his attention. She accused the alarm of controlling his schedule. She demanded he turn it off and wake up naturally. She said using alarms showed weakness. She escalated by changing the alarm sound to something harsh. She turned it off entirely so he'd oversleep. She said if he missed work, he'd stop relying on it. He confronted her after being late repeatedly. She admitted changing the alarm. He ended the relationship. She told people he chose an alarm over her. Everyone said she'd sabotaged his job. The stupidity was being jealous of an alarm, sabotaging someone's routine, intentionally causing problems at work, resenting time management, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by a wake-up sound. 29. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of checking calorie information. She checked calorie labels to eat mindfully. He initially didn't care. Then he started complaining she obsessed over numbers. He accused her of judging his eating habits. He said calories ruined enjoyment. He mocked her for reading labels. He accused her of caring more about food information than him. He escalated by hiding nutrition labels. He bought food without labels on purpose. He pressured her to stop tracking. She ended the relationship after he mocked her in front of friends. He told people she chose calories over him. Everyone said he'd been jealous of nutrition facts. The stupidity was being jealous of calorie labels, mocking health awareness, sabotaging informed choices, embarrassing someone publicly, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by food information. 30. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of cleaning as a way to manage stress. He cleaned when anxious. She initially appreciated it. Then she complained he cleaned instead of talking to her. She accused him of avoiding emotional intimacy with a broom. She said cleaning was passive-aggressive. She accused him of judging her mess. She complained whenever he tidied up. She escalated by messing rooms after he cleaned them. She said if cleaning stopped helping him, he'd pay attention to her instead. He ended the relationship after realizing she deliberately created messes. She told people he chose cleaning over her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of a vacuum. The stupidity was being jealous of cleaning, sabotaging healthy coping mechanisms, creating messes out of insecurity, resenting stress relief, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by household chores. 31. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of taking photos of her food before eating. She liked taking quick photos of meals she enjoyed. She posted them occasionally. At first, he joked about it and called it harmless. Then he started commenting every time she reached for her phone at a restaurant. He said it was embarrassing. He complained that she cared more about pictures than spending time with him. He accused her of trying to impress strangers instead of focusing on their date. He began watching her closely whenever food arrived. If she lifted her phone, he sighed loudly. He made remarks about people who photographed food being shallow. He accused her of needing validation. He complained that she never took photos of him the way she took photos of meals. His irritation turned into control. He demanded she stop taking photos when they were together. He said meals were supposed to be intimate. He accused her of ruining moments. When she explained it was something she enjoyed, he said habits revealed priorities. He escalated by physically blocking her phone camera with his hand. He pushed her phone down across tables. He accused her of disrespecting him in public. He chose restaurants with phone restrictions, claiming it would fix the problem. When she still took photos discreetly, he accused her of sneaking behind his back. At a dinner with friends, she took a quick photo of dessert. He snapped and accused her of choosing likes over him in front of everyone. The table went silent. Friends later told her his behavior was uncomfortable. He doubled down and said she embarrassed him. Afterward, he grabbed her phone before meals and deleted food photos from her gallery without asking. He said he was helping her break an addiction. She ended the relationship after he threw her phone during an argument about breakfast photos. The stupidity was being jealous of food photos, turning a harmless habit into control, publicly shaming someone over phone use, deleting personal content to feel powerful, escalating insecurity into aggression, and destroying a relationship because you felt threatened by pictures of meals. 32. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of listening to music while working out. He listened to music at the gym to stay focused. At first, she didn't care. Then she started asking what he listened to. She complained that he wore headphones too often. She accused him of tuning her out. She said music made him distant. She became irritated when he talked about playlists. She accused the songs of motivating him more than she ever could. She complained when he trained longer because music helped him push through workouts. She said the gym mattered more than their relationship. Her jealousy escalated into control. She demanded he work out without headphones. She said real motivation should come from love. She accused him of using music to escape conversations. When he refused, she accused him of choosing noise over her. She started pulling his earbuds out during workouts when she came along. She paused his music mid-set. She mocked his playlists. She accused certain songs of changing his personality. She said if he really cared, he wouldn't need external motivation. The situation escalated when she deleted his playlists without telling him. She said starting fresh would help him focus on her. He recreated them. She deleted them again. She accused him of being addicted to music. At the gym, she confronted him loudly about listening to music instead of paying attention to her. Staff intervened and asked her to leave. He was embarrassed. She accused the gym of siding against her. He ended the relationship after she smashed his headphones during an argument. She told people he chose music over her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of headphones and playlists. The stupidity was being jealous of workout music, competing with headphones for attention, sabotaging motivation tools, causing public scenes, destroying property, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by songs. 33. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of meal prepping for the week. She cooked meals on Sundays to save time. He initially praised her organization. Then he complained that she spent too much time preparing food. He accused her of caring more about containers than about him. He became irritated when she declined spontaneous dinners because she had meals prepared. He accused her of being rigid. He said planning meals killed romance. He complained that she wouldn't live a little. His jealousy escalated into interference. He rearranged her containers. He mixed up labels. He ate meals she'd prepared for work. He said sharing meant nothing should be off limits. When she protested, he accused her of being selfish. He started criticizing the food. He said meal prepping was obsessive. He accused her of dieting to impress others. He mocked her portion sizes. He said she cared more about nutrition than their relationship. During arguments, he threw containers away. He said plastic was cluttering their fridge. She replaced them. He threw them out again. He accused her of choosing routines over love. The breaking point came when he dumped an entire week of meals into the trash during a fight. He said she needed to stop planning everything. She ended the relationship immediately. He told people she broke up with him over food containers. Friends said he'd been jealous of meal prep. The stupidity was being jealous of meal prepping, sabotaging someone's time management, wasting food to feel in control, mocking healthy routines, escalating insecurity into destruction, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by organized meals. 34. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of reading before bed. He read novels to unwind. She initially thought it was nice. Then she started complaining that he read instead of talking to her. She accused books of stealing attention. She complained when he read for more than a few minutes. She accused him of escaping into stories. She said reading meant he didn't want to connect. She demanded he stop reading at night. Her jealousy escalated into sabotage. She interrupted him repeatedly. She turned off lights while he read. She hid his books. She accused him of loving fiction more than her. She started arguments every night he picked up a book. She accused him of choosing imaginary worlds over reality. She said couples shouldn't need books to relax. One night, she threw his book across the room and tore pages out. She said he'd get over it. He was furious. She accused him of overreacting to just paper. He ended the relationship after discovering she'd thrown away several books. She told people he chose books over her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of reading. The stupidity was being jealous of books, resenting quiet hobbies, sabotaging relaxation, destroying property out of insecurity, escalating nightly routines into conflict, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by reading. 35. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of going on solo walks to clear her head. She liked taking walks alone to decompress. He initially said it was healthy. Then he started asking why she needed to be alone. He accused her of avoiding him. He complained whenever she left for a walk. He said she could talk to him instead. He accused her of hiding thoughts. He demanded to come along every time. When she insisted on walking alone, his jealousy escalated. He followed her once to make sure she was safe. She noticed and confronted him. He said he was protecting her. He started timing her walks. He accused her of staying out too long. He said solo walks meant secrecy. He accused her of thinking without him. He escalated by blocking the door during arguments so she couldn't leave. He accused her of choosing solitude over the relationship. He said if she loved him, she wouldn't need space. The final incident occurred when he grabbed her arm to stop her from leaving for a walk. She left immediately and ended the relationship. Friends supported her. He told people she broke up with him because she liked walking alone. Everyone said he'd been jealous of fresh air. The stupidity was being jealous of solo walks, policing personal space, following someone to assert control, turning healthy coping into suspicion, escalating insecurity into physical restraint, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by someone taking time to breathe. 36. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's relationship with his GPS navigation app. He used GPS even on familiar routes because it helped him avoid traffic. At first, she joked about him not knowing directions. Then she started commenting every time he followed the app instead of her suggestions. She said he trusted a robot more than her judgment. She accused him of disrespecting her intelligence. She complained whenever he ignored her directions and followed the app instead. She said using GPS showed a lack of confidence in her. She accused the app of undermining her role in the relationship. She demanded he turn it off when she was in the car. Her jealousy escalated into interference. She grabbed his phone while he was driving and closed the app. She accused him of choosing algorithms over human connection. When he reopened it, she snapped and said he never listened to her. She began intentionally giving wrong directions to prove he didn't need GPS. When he got lost, she blamed him. She accused him of making her look bad. She said traffic problems were his fault for trusting technology. During one trip, she forcibly tossed his phone into the back seat while he was driving, causing him to miss an exit and nearly hit another car. He pulled over, shaken. She said he was dramatic. After that incident, he ended the relationship. He told friends she'd been jealous of GPS. Friends said interfering with navigation while driving was dangerous. She claimed she just wanted to be heard. Nobody supported her. The stupidity was being jealous of GPS, interfering with navigation out of insecurity, endangering someone while driving, turning directions into power struggles, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by a map on a screen. 37. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of donating clothes she no longer wore. She regularly donated old clothes to charities. He initially didn't care. Then he started commenting that she gave things away too easily. He said she cared more about strangers than about him. He complained whenever she cleaned her closet. He accused her of trying to impress people with generosity. He said donating clothes made him feel irrelevant. His jealousy escalated into control. He demanded she ask his permission before donating anything. He accused her of wasting money. He said those clothes could be useful someday. He began taking donated bags out of her car and putting them back in the closet. He accused her of acting superior. He said helping others made her think she was better than him. The situation escalated when he secretly contacted the charity and demanded they stop accepting donations from her. He claimed she was being manipulated. The charity informed her of the call. She was embarrassed and furious. She ended the relationship immediately. She told friends he'd been jealous of charitable donations. People were stunned he tried to block donations to feel important. He became known in their social circle as controlling and petty. The stupidity was being jealous of donations, trying to control generosity, interfering with charity work to protect ego, humiliating someone publicly, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by kindness. 38. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of using meditation apps. He used guided meditation to manage anxiety. At first, she supported it. Then she started making comments about how often he meditated. She said he was emotionally unavailable. She accused the app of replacing real conversations. She complained when he chose meditation instead of talking to her late at night. She said calmness made him distant. Her jealousy escalated into sabotage. She mocked the meditation voices. She interrupted sessions on purpose. She said breathing exercises were ridiculous. She deleted the app from his phone repeatedly. She accused him of hiding behind mindfulness. She said if he really loved her, he wouldn't need an app to calm down. When he reinstalled it, she accused him of being addicted. She contacted his friends and said he was becoming obsessed. Friends told her meditation was healthy. She accused them of taking his side. The breaking point came when she slammed his phone during a meditation session and cracked the screen. He ended the relationship that day. She told people he chose meditation over her. Mental health advocates in their circle criticized her behavior. She became known as someone who sabotaged mental health practices. The stupidity was being jealous of meditation, undermining anxiety management, deleting health tools out of insecurity, damaging property, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by calmness. 39. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of attending free public lectures and workshops. She enjoyed attending talks on weekends. He initially said it sounded interesting. Then he complained she went alone. He accused her of enjoying learning without him. He said lectures were replacing quality time. He accused the speakers of influencing her. He complained when she came home excited about ideas. His jealousy escalated into control. He demanded she stop attending unless he approved the topic. He accused her of trying to seem intellectual. He started showing up unexpectedly and interrupting discussions. He accused speakers of brainwashing attendees. Event organizers warned him about disruptive behavior. At one lecture, he confronted a speaker publicly, accusing them of stealing his girlfriend's attention. Security escorted him out. His behavior embarrassed her in front of hundreds of people. She ended the relationship after that incident. She told people he'd been jealous of public lectures. Word spread quickly in their community. Organizers banned him from future events. The stupidity was being jealous of learning, disrupting public events to assert control, embarrassing a partner publicly, getting banned from community spaces, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by ideas. 40. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of backing up his data and photos. He regularly backed up his phone and computer. She initially didn't notice. Then she started complaining that he was paranoid. She accused him of preparing for life without her. She said backups meant he didn't trust permanence. She accused him of planning an exit. She complained whenever he organized files. Her jealousy escalated into interference. She deleted backup folders by accident. She unplugged external drives. She said if data was gone, he'd live in the moment. When he restored the backups, she accused him of choosing files over feelings. She said photos mattered more to him than the relationship. The situation escalated when she deleted a cloud backup containing years of family photos. He couldn't recover some of them. He was devastated. He ended the relationship immediately. Friends were furious on his behalf. People said destroying irreplaceable memories was unforgivable. She claimed it was just data. Nobody agreed. The stupidity was being jealous of data backups, destroying irreplaceable memories out of insecurity, interfering with personal archives, minimizing emotional loss, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by digital preservation. 41. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of taking afternoon naps. She worked long hours and liked short naps to recharge. At first, he teased her about it. Then he started complaining that she slept instead of spending time with him. He accused naps of being avoidance. He said people who loved each other didn't need daytime sleep. He began tracking how often she napped. He accused her of choosing rest over the relationship. He complained that naps ruined spontaneity. He said she was lazy. He mocked her need for rest in front of friends. His jealousy escalated into sabotage. He set alarms to wake her early. He turned on lights and made noise on purpose. He said if he couldn't relax, neither could she. He accused her of caring more about sleep than him. When she tried to nap during a family visit, he loudly complained that she was being rude. Family members told him to stop. He doubled down and said she was disrespectful. After weeks of sleep deprivation and constant arguments, she ended the relationship. He told people she broke up with him because she liked naps too much. Friends pointed out he'd been jealous of rest. The stupidity was being jealous of naps, sabotaging someone's recovery time, publicly shaming basic rest, escalating insecurity into sleep deprivation, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by someone closing their eyes. 42. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of repairing things himself instead of hiring help. He liked fixing small problems around the house. At first, she appreciated it. Then she complained that he spent too much time fixing things. She said he enjoyed tools more than her. She accused him of using repairs to avoid conversations. She complained whenever he worked in the garage. She said broken things were excuses. Her jealousy escalated into interference. She intentionally broke small items to force him to stop fixing them. She said if everything stayed broken, he'd pay attention to her instead. When he repaired them anyway, she accused him of proving her point. She mocked his skills. She said fixing things was childish. The situation escalated when she damaged an appliance beyond repair. He had to replace it. He realized she was breaking things on purpose. He ended the relationship immediately. She told people he chose tools over her. Everyone said she'd been jealous of a wrench. The stupidity was being jealous of basic skills, sabotaging property to assert control, intentionally creating damage, mocking competence, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by someone being capable. 43. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of keeping her phone on silent. She kept her phone on silent to reduce distractions. He initially didn't notice. Then he started complaining that she didn't respond instantly. He accused her of ignoring him on purpose. He demanded she turn sound on for his messages. He said silence meant secrecy. He accused her of prioritizing peace over him. His jealousy escalated into monitoring. He checked her phone settings repeatedly. He accused her of hiding notifications. He said if she loved him, she'd want to hear from him immediately. He began calling repeatedly to test whether her phone would ring. When it didn't, he accused her of cheating. He demanded access to her phone. She ended the relationship after he grabbed her phone during an argument and tried to change settings by force. He told people she chose silence over him. Everyone said he'd been jealous of a setting. The stupidity was being jealous of silent mode, equating boundaries with betrayal, monitoring phone settings, escalating insecurity into physical control, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by quiet. 44. A woman became jealous of her boyfriend's habit of keeping childhood photos stored safely. He kept old photos backed up and organized. At first, she didn't care. Then she complained that he cared too much about the past. She accused the photos of holding him back. She said keeping childhood memories meant he wasn't fully present. She accused him of loving who he used to be more than who he was with her. Her jealousy escalated into destruction. She deleted folders she thought were unimportant. She said letting go was healthy. When he realized childhood photos were missing, he was devastated. Some were irreplaceable. She said he was overreacting. She said they were just pictures. He ended the relationship immediately. Friends and family were furious. People said deleting someone's childhood memories was unforgivable. She became known for destroying irreplaceable photos. The stupidity was being jealous of memories, destroying irreplaceable childhood photos, minimizing emotional loss, interfering with personal history, and losing a relationship because you felt threatened by the past. 45. A man became jealous of his girlfriend's habit of spending time alone without explanation. She valued solitude. She didn't always announce where she was going or what she was thinking. He initially said he respected it. Then he began questioning every absence. He accused her of hiding things. He demanded explanations for alone time. He said privacy was suspicious. He accused her of emotionally withdrawing. His jealousy escalated into constant interrogation. He demanded schedules. He wanted updates. He accused her of choosing independence over commitment. When she refused to account for every moment, he accused her of not loving him. He tried to restrict her movements during arguments. He said relationships required full access. She ended the relationship after he blocked the door to prevent her from leaving to be alone. Friends supported her. Word spread quickly. People described him as controlling and unsafe. He told people she broke up with him because she liked being alone. Everyone understood the real reason. The stupidity was being jealous of solitude, treating autonomy as betrayal, demanding constant access to another person, escalating insecurity into physical restriction, and destroying a relationship because you felt threatened by independence. These jealousy stories show that insecurity doesn't need logic to exist. It doesn't need real threats, real competition, or real danger. It only needs access. People became jealous of pets, hobbies, routines, health, rest, memories, silence, objects, habits, and even basic human needs. Not because those things were harmful, but because insecurity demands constant reassurance and resents anything that doesn't revolve around it. The pattern is always the same. Mild discomfort turns into control. Control turns into sabotage. Sabotage turns into public embarrassment, broken trust, destroyed property, damaged reputations, and relationships that never recover. In every case, the jealous person insisted they were being reasonable, protective, or misunderstood. In every case, everyone else saw it for what it was. These weren't passionate people fighting for love. They were insecure people competing with things that were never threats. They didn't lose relationships because of dogs, books, apps, naps, hobbies, or objects. They lost them because jealousy made everything a rivalry and every boundary an insult. Jealousy doesn't prove love. It exposes fear. And when that fear isn't controlled, it will eventually target anything nearby, no matter how harmless, meaningless, or absurd. These stories prove that if someone is insecure enough, literally anything can become competition. And once jealousy reaches that point, it doesn't just destroy relationships. It defines reputations, isolates people socially, and follows them long after the relationship ends. Not as misunderstood partners, but as cautionary examples of what happens when insecurity is allowed to run unchecked. That's why these jealousies weren't just dumb. They were self-destructive.